and you're welcome to TIP Fathers Conference 2023. I am very excited to be your host. My name is Wendy Ologe and I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. Over the past 5 years, while working with parents at the Intentional Parent Academy, one thing that we have discovered that is very significant is the importance of fathers in the journey of parenting the child. We initiated the TIP Fathers Conference in 2020, which has consistently guided more fathers towards understanding that parenting is a fundamental responsibility for them. Now, witnessing the remarkable outcome with families where fathers are actively engaged in family system have been our primary motivation. We have seen fathers become amazing in the past 5 years. Now, in 2020, the conference was focused on the boy, the father, and the society. That was the theme of the conference. And in 2021, the theme was the involved father. We talked about how being involved as a father is one of the key aspects of raising a child who will thrive. And then in 2022, we delved into the concept of daddy is destiny. Daddy indeed is destiny, and we were able to look at that concept and it transformed life. This year, 2023, we proudly present to you the TIP Fathers Conference with the theme, Daddy, where are you? Our goal is to reinforce the notion that every child needs a father figure in their lives. At the Intentional Parent Academy, we understand the immense significance of fathers and fatherhood in our society. That's why we have created this conference for you, fathers alone, to equip and to also guide present and future fathers with the necessary knowledge and also skills that matter in parenting. We also acknowledge the immense burden on your shoulders, fathers, and we aim to teach you to balance that in life. Gentlemen, fathers, and the seed of our nation, we warmly welcome you to the TIP Fathers Conference 2023, where we will continue our mission of empowering and supporting fathers in the parenting journey. And today, we're going to start with our sessions where fathers who are also in this industry would also be bringing to you amazing insight. Sit back, enjoy the process, and hey, we'll bring you good news. We are cheering you up. That's the mothers in the academy. See ya and have an amazing time.
Hello, my name is Kunle Ologe, marriage counselor and founder of the Marriage Seal Academy, and we are proud sponsors of the TIP Fathers Conference 2023. And I'm glad that you are all here joining me in this lovely conference. This conference has held for many years, and this year will be greater. At the Marriage Seal Academy, we are a marriage coaching and counseling outfit. We help couples and eligible couples to have good marriages, to restore their lost relationships, to build something enviable, a family empire that can be relied on for life. So join us at the Marriage Seal Academy for our various programs ranging from our premarital counseling, couples counseling, and the couples conclave. From January to November every year, we come together in the couples conclave, learning, teaching, changing, growing. And we hope that you'll also join us in the couples conclave 2024, and your marriage will be better for it. Welcome to the Fathers Conference 2023.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Justin Guyenga and I'm a proud member of the TIP Academy. How did I join the TIP Academy? Well, I was introduced to my wife, my lovely wife, that was 2 years ago. I had my doubts, I had my reservations, I had my concerns. Who learns how to parent? Yeah. So I joined, I gave it a trial, and it has been an amazing journey. Since I joined, I am more intentional about parenting. I am more purpose driven in the way I parent my kids. I have the better skills I need to parent them. Every father out there needs to understand that parenting is not for the mothers alone. Every daddy has a responsibility to play in parenting your child, regardless of how busy you are. I'm very busy, but TIP Academy helped me to prioritize my time for my children, and it has helped a lot. I really wish every one of us out there, fathers, can be a family in the TIP Academy. God bless you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, noble men, great fathers in the house. This is another fantastic moment. This is day 3, the last day and the last session, but not the least, of TIP Fathers Conference 2023. It's an amazing time to be here again, and my name is Chizurumba Zwigwe. I'll be your host this evening. I am really, really grateful, and I want to quickly appreciate the convener of this noble conference, Coach Wendy Ologe. It is really a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this program by being your host this evening. Thank you so much, Coach Wendy. Thank you, TIP, for all you do, helping fathers to build empires with their families. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right. So we're here now. Am I in with some persons? Okay. Okay. Good evening. Sorry about that. Good evening, everyone, once again. The sessions have been back to back and they've been packed, fully loaded. I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling, this excitement about the quality of knowledge and information. So I want us to, in a quick few seconds, I want us to share your feedback for the sessions you've been hearing before this one now. So I want us to share a quick feedback. Maybe something you have made up your mind after listening to all of this today. The last session, I don't even know what to say. It's amazing. It's so wonderful. A great insight there. All right, thank you. You're with me. Fantastic. So great insight. And I want to see comments. What is this Fathers Conference for you? What is this Fathers Conference for you? I want you to share this. The last speaker was great. It was amazing. Giving us to know that, look, you don't have a choice. You can't substitute your role. You are an institution. That's what I just said. I am an institution. So it's not something I can give for someone. I can run away, make an excuse, and all of that. So what is it for you? What is it for you? All the sections are mind-blowing, amazing. You can also use an emoji to support what you say. Say how you treat your wife is a reflection of your honor code. Woo! So it's no more a time, we think women their role is just to be in the kitchen, and we insult them, and then we don't want to hear from them, and then we feel that we are the boss. No, you cannot be present by mistake. You must be intentional. You must be intentional. And you don't become intentional by chance. You don't become intentional by a wish. You become intentional by making a decision to join a group like TIP. That is what I would tell you. Yes, breaking of table and wiping with buzzer. Oh, that one went off. He said, I'm getting better as a father and a best husband. Hallelujah. That is good news. And this is amazing. All right. So before we move on, I want us to know that we are not here by chance. There is a body, a noble body that has put all this together for us to be here. And the body is known as the Intentional Parent Academy. And this Intentional Parent Academy has what we call the Inner Circle, and is an annual subscription-based coaching program that is transforming the lives of over 3,000 families. I don't think you heard that. So you can plug into this transformation. You can be part of it. Anyway, let me hold my peace because I have a lot to share within myself from what I have got from TIP. Okay, so let us take a quick review from this Inner Circle. And I know that the team, the crew, they are there. So can you roll out a quick review from the Inner Circle? Thank you, as we wait patiently. Are we ready?
My name is Joseph Sewanu Ajo. I'm a Lagos Yada. My wife and I joined cohorts 2023 after listening to Tuesday webinars and few lessons on Facebook. Soon as we joined, the lessons I learned is that parenting is first about me. Again, intentional parents are thinking parents. Therefore, I must be creative. In addition, I have learned to connect to correct, honor as a skill, the discipline that works, and that discipline is not punishment. Gone through emotional intelligence course, yelling to calm, safety, and so on. The Intentional Parent Academy is a place for fathers because every child is looking up to a father as a model to follow or imitate. Sincerely, fathers, you need this training more. Fathers, your families need you. Fathers, join TIP Academy. Let's save the world. I hope to see you and learn with you in the next cohort. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm sure you heard that. This is a father who is like me, who is like you, and we are learning. Learning can never be enough. So you don't need to sit down there and watch. If you're listening to this, the next step is to take action, all right? And do the necessary things you ought to do. Thank you. So now I'm going to we're having our speaker this night. He's a special speaker, which I always love to listen to him. And the reason is because, and all of the speakers, if you pay attention, you will see that these are people who are practicing. This is not coming to talk. They are people who are living the life. And if you ask me, this is what Christianity is asking for us this time. If you're a Christian, and if whatever religion you are, is actually to live out a practical life that speaks whatever you believe, not just to talk about it. So joining me should be the speaker. So can I have the speaker come on?
Kunle Ologe is a marriage counselor and the founder of the Marriage Seal Academy. The Academy is a platform for married couples to revitalize their relationships and chart a better course forward. It also provides eligible singles with foundational knowledge for a blissful marriage. The Marriage Seal Academy's flagship program, the Couples Conclave, a 12-week course, has transformed many marriages into models. Also, with the Academy's premarital counseling, eligible singles now have a place to prepare properly for a successful marriage. Kunle has several life-changing books on marriage, which include Building Your Marriage Plan, Husband Manual for Wives, 20 fun things to do with your spouse, and marriage clips. He serves as a deacon in the Living Faith Church, Goshen, and is a drama minister in the church. Kunle is also an arbitrator, qualified from the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators UK. He is also a professional associate of the National Institute of Management. He has 18 years experience in the Nigerian banking sector, up to the management level in one of the biggest banks. He is a business mentor and runs several businesses of his own, like the Kunle Ologe Business Mentorship Program, the Smart Office, a co-working hub in Abuja. Kunle Ologe is married to his beautiful wife, Wendy, whom he calls his Yellow, and they are blessed with 2 biological children, a set of twins. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the 2023 TIP Fathers Conference, Kunle Ologe.
This is loaded. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. This is a wonderful opportunity to be with you on this same stage. Man, I feel so great. Yes. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I can say it. I can say it. Who won't do as great as you're doing, having to be who you are and married to a wonderful wife like your wife? Come on, do.
Okay. I think our moderator was booted out.
Okay.
Are you back now?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, I'm back. So, great. Mr. Kunle, you're welcome for this wonderful section. This is the zenith of this conference, and we are so pumped to listen to you. We are ready, and I know you're fully ready for us. So the floor is yours for the next 40 to 50 minutes. Please do with us what you please.
All right. Thank you so much, Chizurum. Thank you very much. And good evening again, great fathers who are here. I mean, I don't know if everybody that is here, I don't know if you were at the last session. In fact, it was a breaking of tables. I think that one thing that everybody needs to do is to go back, start from day one again, from Pastor Osiri, and just move down again and just soak it all in. Just soak it in. Too much to learn. And to think that this is coming free, oh my God. I don't know if there's any father. I heard before the last moderator saying that there were some people that were invited and did not join. Well, please, if they didn't join, invite them again to watch the replay, because it is so loaded that every year that we have the Fathers Conference, it is another boom, another blast. So this evening, my job is simple. I am supposed to now summarize everything that has been said today. So I don't know if I should say it's simple or it's hard. Actually, it's hard because there is so much that has been said. Too much value. Somebody, Chris, is saying too much value. I greet you, King David. Too much value. Too much. Look, with what you have learned in these few days, you can actually transform your life, the life of your family, and the life of your generations to come. That's the truth of the matter. With everything, that's why I said we need to, I see somebody saying soak it in. Yes, we need to go back, settle down, choose a day, a weekend, and just decide that instead of watching football or going to hang out with the boys, let me just soak this thing again. Your life cannot remain the same. It cannot. So today, I greet you. My namesake is here. Yes, sir. Mr. Adekunle Idris. I greet you, sir. I greet you. Somebody says, Mr. Ocholi was so awesome. This one was more than awesome. He removed the legs of the table and took them away. So today, in conclusion, we are going to be talking about sailing the ship of your family as a captain. I was almost going to say in 10 points because, I have this 10-point series that if you follow me on YouTube, on the Marriage Seal Academy by Kunle Ologe, you see every week, every Monday, there's a 10-point series. It's tips on marriage, It gives you some brief tips on marriage, 10 tips every month on different topics. So please follow, subscribe to that channel and watch it. That's what I was almost going to say now. But it's not going to be in 10 points. I am going to summarize in several points today. And what will help me to guide me is the topic, sailing the ship of your family as the captain. Now, let's go to the world of the ship. I don't know if there are marine engineers here or naval officers here. I mean, they will be better suited to discuss this. But then, let's discuss it like laymen. Now, in a ship, you have the captain of the ship. The captain of the ship is the C in C, all in all, leader, master. There's a movie, Master and Commander. I don't know if you've watched it. Beautiful movie. What's the name? What's the name of the chap? Someone should chat the name of that guy, that great actor in Master and Commander. That beautiful. It's a movie sometime in 2006 or thereabout. Yeah. So if you remember the name of that actor, please put it in the chat box. That movie shows you a lot about a ship and how a ship is governed. Now, on the ship, I said there's a captain, and the captain is the head of it all. And then the captain has the chief shipmate that is like his assistant who assists him in the job as a captain. Now, the captain is the one, Russell Crowe. Thank you, my brother. Oh, this is my own brother, Debo. I greet you, sir. I greet you. Thank you, Russell Crowe. Beautiful movie. Every father should go and watch that movie. Master and Commander. I hope I got the name very well. Please, if I didn't get it well, please, someone who loves that movie or who knows it, chat the name of the movie so that you can go and look for it. Every father needs to watch. See, there are some kind of movies that you should be watching. The other day, my wife and I sat down and watched the whole series of Shaka Zulu again. I mean, it's a bloody movie, but there are so many lessons that can be learned. When my wife and I want to watch movies, we go and choose a movie that we will learn lessons from. And we soak up those lessons. So you leave the bad part, soak up the lessons you need to learn and apply them. So go and look for that movie. Every father should be watching that movie. Now, in the ship, the captain determines everything that happens. When the ship sails, when it anchors, when it even turns, when it slows down and stops in the middle of the ocean, when it takes people on, when it takes people off, the captain determines too many things about the ship. In fact, if that ship should sail or sink, it is the responsibility of the captain. Thank you, Oluwatosin. It is the responsibility of the captain. And this is why in a ship, when a ship goes under and the captain does not die with everybody else, that captain is taken and tried for murder. Some cases, maybe if they want it to be lighter, for manslaughter. Because it is expected that if your ship sinks, you must sink with it. That is why a captain takes his job very seriously, because he knows that this ship cannot sink. This ship must stay afloat, and this ship must reach its destination. And everybody's welfare on the ship is on the head of the captain. This is how your home is. Your home is a ship. Your home is a ship, and you are the captain. If your home destroys, if it breaks, if anything happens to your home, it is your responsibility. I say it again. If anything happens to your home negatively, it's on your head. You know, going back to the Garden of Eden, can we remember that story when the serpent gave the apple to Eve, Eve ate it, and then carried the apple and gave it to Adam, and Adam ate it? I know this example has been used throughout this whole conference. When God came down, you know, God is omnipresent. So God and his omniscience, he knows everything. God knew what happened. He saw what happened. But who did he ask? He said, Adam, where art thou? So you see, your role as the father figure, is so great a role that it is just like the role of a captain. In fact, it was what's his name now? This famous preacher that died some years ago, Miles Monroe. He was the one who said that a woman is not looking for a lover. A woman is actually not looking for a friend. A woman is not looking for a partner. A woman is looking for a father. So what you are actually to your wife, she doesn't even know this. She may not even understand this. But what you are actually to your wife is her father first. Please listen and follow me very carefully. What you are to your wife is a father first. And if your wife had a good father, she would have been looking for somebody who had the traits of her father to marry subconsciously. So one person would have come, she would have said, no, not this one. This one will come, she said there's something about him that is, no, it's not. That one will come. Then when the one that behaves like her father or maybe looks like her father comes, boom, she accepts. Why do you think that is? Because a woman is looking for a father. So it's not only your children that are looking for fathers. Your wife also is looking for a father. Can you see how great your responsibility is? It's a mighty one. And you must carry those responsibilities like those ranks on a captain's shoulder. You must carry those responsibilities proudly on your shoulder. Today in church, my pastor was saying that men should stand up and start taking responsibility. Don't sit down, your wife is the one feeding you and you are happy about it. Even though he also cautioned the woman that if God has blessed you and you earn more than your husband, be humble about it. But then he turned to the men and said, you two, you are sitting down and somebody is feeding you. You need to take this responsibility seriously. I've said it over and over again to anyone who cares to hear that if everything I'm doing is taken away from me and I can no longer earn income, I will carry cement for my family. I will carry block if that's what it means. Well, thank God, God has given me a brain, so it will not get to carrying cement or block. But if that is all that there is, I will do it because it is my responsibility to take care of my family. Back to the ship. So, the captain, like I said, is responsible for anything that happens on the ship. And that is why the captain must be very, very careful in the instructions and commands that he gives, because it is what he says that they will follow. You know the Titanic, the story of the Titanic? The Titanic was sailing, very mighty ship, very powerful ship of that time. And they had told the captain, look, we're seeing that there's some icebergs. And the captain said, don't worry, this ship is a strong ship. So let's go on. And so on his order, they continued to thrust forward. Unfortunately, they hit an iceberg that burst the hull of the ship and the ship eventually sank. So as a captain, it is your instruction that your wife and your children are taking. That is why if at the end of the day, your children turn out useless, your wife runs away from you, you are the fault. You are the problem. The Titanic was not blamed on the iceberg. The Titanic was blamed on the captain, who had different warnings from other ships that this place is treacherous. The man said, continue. That's how some of you in your home, you are saying continue to the bad behavior from yourself. You're telling yourself continue. Your children are following you, your wife are following you, and then they all fall into a ditch. And at the end of the day, you want to blame somebody. You can't blame nobody. You can only blame yourself. This is why it's so important for you to understand that you are the captain of your ship. That ship is your home. If that ship sinks, it's your responsibility. Somebody is speaking something. I'm just summarizing. I'm just summarizing. This is all that was said to you guys. I'm just here to summarize for you people so that you can have something to take back as a package. But man, if anybody goes through these days and is not mesmerized to make a change in his life for the better, then I don't know how to help you again. Honestly, I don't know. You know, Ocholi at a point in time, there was a question that was asked to Ocholi. Ocholi said, we'll pray for the person. You know, there are some kind of situations you don't know what to do again. The only thing left is just, let's pray for this person because the person has proved that nothing will work. Please don't be one of those fathers. If you've already had the privilege of being here, then make sure you live here and you change something. Some of you have already started changing some things. So make sure you live here and change something. Don't let this just be a motivational speech. Oh, you know motivational speeches. 40 minutes, 1 hour, you are high up there. You feel you can carry the whole world. You can change the world. Then you don't implement. And in a few hours, all is gone. That courage that you had, that faith, that boost for you to move forward, all gone. So we're going to talk about that anyway. But as you leave this place tonight, live with some decisions, hard decisions, very hard decisions. All right, let's move on. Now, you need to recognize that on that ship, you know you're the captain. Your wife is the chief shipmate. The first mate. You know, they call them first mate. The first mate is like the assistant to the captain. So when the captain says, you know, the captain won't shout now. Captains, they just sit down in their comfortable seat. They just talk gently because everybody believes that they know everything and they understand everything. That is why as a father, you cannot be blank. As a father, you cannot not read books. You must be reading books. You must be learning every day. How do you feel as a father when your child comes to ask you a question and you don't know the answer? That should challenge you. Should make you know that you need to learn. Oh, let me not jump away from where I'm going. Please allow me to stick to where I'm going. Now, your wife is the first mate. So your wife is your assistant, and God made it so. God is so wonderful. The way he planned a home is so beautiful. And that's why the devil hates it, because the power of a home is too strong. So he knows that every good home will produce good children of God. So he tries to scatter it. And you know, he says, the word of God says, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. So be careful. Don't allow your head to be struck. And part of what makes heads struck is lack of knowledge. When you don't know and you refuse to know, you will be struck. It's just a matter of time. So your wife is your first mate. And in a ship, the captain just gives the instruction. It's the first mate that now relays it to the people who will turn the wheels and everything. It's the first mate that does a lot of the work. The captain just makes sure that his instruction is correct. So you see that your wife, you know, you people should pardon me. You know, I'm a marriage counselor. So I like talking about this part also. Apart from being a business mentor, I'm also majorly a marriage counselor. So you see that your wife, God gave her to you to help you. You are the one who is supposed to do everything. But like a captain, it's impossible for a captain to move around the ship, do everything, turn the what do they call it, the wheel, check the weather, check the temperature, go to the engine room and make sure. It's impossible. That will be killing the captain. So that's why the captain has the first mate. And you need to respect that first mate as the captain. Because without that first mate, you are gone. Any captain, if anybody is here who is in the Navy, or you run a ship or something, you will understand what I'm saying. A captain without his first mate is almost useless. So he will find it very difficult. So you need to recognize that your wife is your first mate, and you need to work with her. We'll still talk about this later on. But you need to recognize that, and you need to put her right beside you and work together with her. That's why I'm so happy that we have so many fathers here today. I think this has been the best conference ever. I am happy. You guys can clap for yourselves. Every father here, please use the emojis. Clap for yourself for being in this conference. This is the greatest so far. So many fathers. At every point in time, we have over 500 people watching. Please clap for yourselves. You deserve it. And today is Father's Day, by the way. So happy Father's Day to all of you. So clap for yourselves. You deserve it. Me too, I'm clapping for myself. I deserve it. I deserve it. All right. Now, on a ship, there is something called mutiny. Mutiny happens when the captain is no longer in charge. So when the captain in a ship is no longer in charge, maybe he's sick, or they can see that he's afraid, he has no courage anymore, or he's leading them astray, then there will be mutiny. You know, in the ship, in the mutiny, what happens is like a coup. So they just come, capture the captain, tie him. Sometimes, if they are nice, they just tie him and keep him in the ship. If they are not too nice, they tie him and throw him in the sea and take over the ship. Look, if you do not run your home well, mutiny will happen. Unlike in a ship, the mutiny in a home is terrible. Because mutiny in a home means that your children become useless. Your wife becomes useless. You are not a successful man if you don't have successful children. I don't know if any of the coaches, I can't remember if any of the coaches have said this, but you cannot be a successful man if you don't have successful children. Forget it. That's why you see some of those so-called successful men, when the news of their children now start breaking out, you see them hiding away. That is what you use to show the world that you are successful. First. So we must be very intentional about this fatherhood role. And remember, your first child in a home is who? Who did I say it is? Your wife. That is your first child. So when I see men who treat their children nicely and don't treat their wives nicely, I say you do not understand this role of fatherhood. You went to that woman's home. Her father was taking care of her, feeding her 3 times a day. You went, you knocked on the door. Number 1. You entered. Number 2. You asked the man for his daughter. Number 3. You promised him that, you see, the way you are taking care of this, your daughter, I can take care of her the same way and even better. And then you took her away. And then you now took her to your house, and you're now treating her less than even how she was in her father's house. No. It is you that has now become her father. From the day you took her, you now become her father. So your first child is your wife. Your second are the children that God has given you people. So if your wife is not being treated well, start thinking about it. Maybe you need help. Let's move on. Now, again, as a captain, you must be skilled. You must be skilled. Every captain, they don't make you the captain of a ship if you are not very skilled. And you know, skill is learned. A lot of people have a problem with learning. Do you know there are a lot of people that are not here now? Their problem is, how can somebody teach me how to be a father? That's the problem they have. But they will teach you how, that work you are doing, they taught you how to do it. They taught you how to drive. They taught you how to wear clothes. But it comes to fatherhood, you say, no, I know it. It came from heaven with me. It's just inside me. It doesn't work that way. So you need to understand that you need to learn the skills that you need to be a captain. And in this case, the skills that you need to be a father. You need to learn them. Some of the things that we have said here are just to rejig you. The real learning comes from you seeking the knowledge. I say it again. The things we have said in these days that we have been with you is just to rejig you, to wake you up to responsibility. After waking up, in the morning when you wake up, what's the next thing you do? You go and take your bath and you go to work. So we have woken you up now. You need to now take your bath and go to work. That going to work is seeking knowledge. We'll talk about that as we go on. Now, you must realize and understand that you can delegate authority, but you cannot delegate responsibility. So as the captain of that ship of your home, you can delegate authority. Okay, you're authorized to do this. My son, you can put on the gen. My wife, you can spend this money. My daughter, you can cook as much as you want. All that is authority you are giving. But you see, if that gen refuses to go on, you cannot blame only your child. You need to take the responsibility. If that money gets wasted, you cannot blame just your wife. You take responsibility also. If your food gets burnt, you can't blame your daughter. You take part of the responsibility also. So you can delegate authority, but you cannot delegate responsibility. You must carry that responsibility on your head as the father in your home. Now, I've spoken about you and your wife. I will speak about it a little bit more. You see, on this journey of fatherhood, if you must be successful, you must walk with your wife as one. You must be one with your wife because God at the beginning gave you that woman to help you. Now, somebody who you are not one with, the Bible says, can two walk together except they be agreed? So you and your wife need to work together. So you cannot leave your wife alone and be working alone. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to work together. The problem with some people that are listening to me are you are not even in good terms with your wife. It doesn't work that way. You can't do it without being in. You need to be one. That's the way God created the institution of marriage. You need to be one. That's why you will tell your children, do this. Your wife will tell them, do that. And then your children are now confused. They're wondering, who should we follow? Because you don't have one voice. That one voice comes naturally when you cleave. My children, they are twins, so sometimes they can be a little bit mischievous. So they'll come to me and ask for something, for instance, and maybe I say no. So they now go to their mother and ask for the same thing. You know what happens? Almost 99% of the time, she will also say no. We will not have spoken to ourselves about it. But because we are already one, we already have one value, one focus, one goal, one home, one relationship, one communication. So everything that we say is usually the same. So if you must father successfully, then you must carry the mother along. And if you have issues in your marriage, please resolve them. See, issues don't resolve on their own. No. Issues are resolved. They don't resolve on their own. If you have problems with your marriage, go and seek help. You can come to the Marriage Seal Academy, book a counseling session. Come, let us even discuss man to man. Most likely it will be me that you'll be talking to. Let's discuss man to one man and tell me what the challenges are. I will be able to tell you what steps to take, because without your wife, I say it again, your journey of parenting will not work. It's like trying to take a journey without the tires of your car. What will happen to the rim? They will just bend and you will go nowhere. So you must be one with that woman called your wife, who God gave you. That is a very key thing in this journey of being the captain of your ship. How do you need to be one with your wife? Number one, speak her love language. Everybody has a love language. There are 5 love languages. Which one is your wife's own? Do you know? If you don't know, please find out from her. If she doesn't know also, you guys should go online, Google the 5 love languages quiz. You take the quiz, you will know what your love language is. What's a love language? A love language is anything that you do to somebody that makes him feel loved. That's the love language. For some people, it's words of affirmation. For others, it's receiving gifts. When they receive gifts, they feel loved. For others, it's touch. For others, it's quality time, and so on and so forth. What is the love language of your wife? Speak it to her, and you will see that things will start leveling out. Secondly, make her happy. You should be the joy in your home, not just for her, but for the children. We've not even started talking about the children. But you see, if you don't get it right with your wife, you will have challenges with parenting. I'm saying it again. Some of the parents in the inner circle, they come to us and they complain. Maybe the wife is the only one there, or the husband is the only one there. And they're saying, look, we're trying hard, but my spouse is not, when I'm getting it right, my spouse is not getting it right. If you are not both on the same page, that will always happen. You need to first be on the same page as husband and wife before you can anchor that, sail that ship of the home. Just imagine the captain and the first mate. They are not on the same terms. They have a quarrel. Imagine how that ship will go. Captain will say, turn left. The first mate will be angry and say, yeah, you guys should turn right. And they won't hear the voice of the captain. It's the voice of the first mate they will hear. So you must make your wife happy at home. The things that make her happy, give it to her. You see, a happy woman is a wonderful woman. I'm sure some of you here will start testifying to that. A happy woman becomes a wonderful woman. She will love well. She will cook well. She will help you shake the bed well. Talking about shaking the bed. Oh, by the way, there's a course that we have at the academy on Saturday. It's called Renewing Sex in Marriage. Renewing Sex in Marriage. So that course was developed because I was getting too many complaints. There's too much frustration in the bedroom, too much. And we don't like talking about these things. So I decided to create a course so that we can come and talk about how you can renew that very good sex, because it's part of marriage. Let's not shy away from it. That's part of what also makes you and your wife happy. Sometimes when women come to me and they complain and say the man is just angry everywhere, hitting everywhere, just biting everybody, I ask them, I say, madam, when last did you give this man sex? And she say, it's not regular, maybe last month. I say, what? Last month? Last month? I say, that's the problem. Madam, this counseling session is over. It's over. Where's your husband? If he's at home, please go and give it. Go at home now and give it to him. And do you know what? For everybody I give this counsel, they always come back to me with positive news. The man is now smiling. He's laughing everywhere. He's just joyful. He's even playing with the children and rolling on the ground. Why won't he play? My brothers, why won't you play? When you have been serviced very well over there. So you need to understand that you need to make your wife happy to also be able to enjoy her in the bedroom. Because if your wife is not happy, you're not going to enjoy her, man. Before I turn this to a marriage counseling, let's move on. This is parenting. Let's stay focused. So if you have conflicts with your wife, please seek counsel. This is very serious, please. Because don't let the issue between you and your wife now mess up the lives of your children. Don't do that. A lot of children are they're coming from broken homes. The broken homes does not necessarily mean that there is a divorce. Sometimes broken home, the man and the wife, they decide to stay together, but they're just like roommates in the same house. They don't share anything. And then you think your children will turn out well. They won't turn out well. It's not a curse, it's just the truth. They cannot, because the way a thing is designed, this thing called marriage, the way God designed it is that the father and the mother will be one. And then they will now help the children and develop them. Because remember, these children that are given to you are an heritage. They are not your children. They are God's children. You are just there as a caretaker. So it's like a house. There's the landlord and then there's the caretaker. Please don't get it wrong. And you will learn this a lot in the inner circle of the TIP. Don't make a mistake to think that child that God put in your hand is your child. It's not your child. It's God's child. You are only caring for that child on behalf of God, which is why you need to be very careful. That's why when I see parents that are brutalizing their children, insulting, beating, and all that, I say, do you know you are hitting God's child? Do you have an idea that you're actually brutalizing God's child? Then you now cause the child to
to have issues in his life because you and your wife have decided not to agree. You are even worsening the case, making that child a nonsensical child, and then the child goes to seek solace in drugs and sex and all kinds of vices. Please restore your relationship with your wife. And let me caution men, please, most of the people that come to me first for counseling are the women. Why? Are you averse to learning? Are you averse to change? Please stop allowing these women to always take the responsibility of fatherhood, of being a husband. They are not. And that's why some fathers are complaining, men are complaining now that their wives, they are learning too much, they are knowing more than them. You will see a man, he's sitting down, his wife will go and do masters, he won't do. The wife will go and do PhD, he's still there with his diploma. And then you are now angry when this woman is bringing innovation into your home. You're angry. Why is she the one? Why must she be the one to bring the idea? You don't have any idea in your head. You have refused to learn. You've refused to change. You've refused to add value to yourself. Please stop it. Not just for counseling. I'm talking about learning generally. Stop it. I'm so proud of the men here who are in the inner circle. And I know some of them, very, very active, very taking the lead. That's what a captain does. A captain does not point and tell his people to take the lead. A captain takes the lead first. So please take the lead in everything in your home so that you will be a true captain. So that your children will not grow up tomorrow. They'll look you in the eye, when they are now grown up. And by the grace of God, all our children are supposed to be bigger than us, taller than us, looking at us, looking down at us. I enjoy that, when your child is looking down at you. You should feel proud about it because it means you have grown a giant, right? But we don't want a situation where tomorrow your child is looking down at you and saying that you didn't do well as a father. That's the most painful thing. Nelson Mandela, one of the things he said he regretted on his deathbed, he said one of the things he regretted was having time for his children. So he had time for his nation. In fact, he saved his nation. He got them, he gave them, what do you call them? Freedom and all that. But all his children, he hardly knew them. Please don't be that father. Okay, so now, being a captain is being a leader. So we're going to be looking now at 7 qualities of a leader. And I need you to, as we are saying it, I need you to start reflecting and looking at yourself and seeing the ones that you are good in and the ones you're not good in, and seeing how you can actually repair the bridge and get good at it. Please remember, your children are watching you. Something happened with my son once, and I'm always very careful when I'm with my children. I try to teach them the right thing. Now, there was a cheating that was about to take place, and I was meant to pay a particular amount. And it was obviously cheating. Now, to get free from that situation, I could have paid the amount. But what would I be teaching my son who was there with me? So I had to withstand all the pressure and all the shame and stand on my ground to say, I'm being cheated, I will not pay. Because my son was there watching me. Anything you do, your children are watching you. You see that leadership, that kind of leadership you have, if it is bad leadership, your children are watching you. They will bring you back bad leadership when they grow up. They will bring it back to you, to your doorstep. So please, let's be leaders and let's see some of the qualities of a great leader. Now, the first one that we're looking at is that a great leader needs to have excellent communication. Excellent communication. What's excellent communication? First of all, communication is passing information from one person to the other. So first of all, do you pass information, straightforward information to your children? Or do you tell them sarcastically things? You know, there's this funny story of a woman. The story was a woman, but of course it can apply to a man also. Who she had two children, and one of them came and said, Junior is disturbing me. I'm going to slap him. Oh. I will slap him. And the mother said, slap him now. Go and slap him. And of course, the young boy, who was just less than about 5 years old, went and slapped the younger brother. Poof, why? And the mother wanted to go crazy. And the question is, you told him to slap. You were communicating to him as if you were communicating to an adult. An adult will understand the sarcasm in your statement, but a child will not. Some of us communicate to our children as if we are communicating to adults. That's not even saying that that is the right way to communicate to adults, by the way. I'm just saying that an adult might be in a better position to understand what it is that you're saying. But for that child, that communication is wrong. So how do you communicate to your children? Is it effective? Do they know what you are saying part time? Do they understand what you are saying part time? Or do they just do what you say because they are afraid of you? Communication is very key in any relationship, and especially the relationship between a father and his children. So a good leader is an excellent communicator. Communication also helps you when there's a problem to douse the situation. So in your home, when there's a problem, everybody is angry and shouting on each other. Are you able to communicate and douse the situation? Everything you do, your children are watching you. They will be a reflection of you. That's why when I see bad children, I say the parents were bad. There's no way you can run away from it. What they're exhibiting is either what you did to them or what you refused to do that made them now start exhibiting that thing. So it's still the fault of the parent. So you must be an excellent communicator. Number 2, you must be flexible. Don't be that rigid father. Once you take one position, you don't want to listen to anybody. You don't want to take any suggestion. You are not flexible. You need to learn to be flexible. A good leader is flexible. It doesn't mean that you are careless. Don't get me wrong. Don't mix the two. It just means you have the ability to even listen and even take opinions and even review them before you even take your own decisions. So you need to be flexible. Number 3, you must be able to persuade and influence. Hey, this influencing thing is very important. A good leader must be able to influence. You must be able to reach a stage where your children, even when you are not there, will do the right thing because you have planted it in them and because they've seen you doing the right thing. So you have influenced them. So you must be good at persuading and influencing. Learn how to persuade your children on things. Don't always force it down on them. When you force it down on them, you raise hypocrites. Coach Wendy will teach you people this one in the inner circle. When you force things down your children, you raise hypocrites. Many of us were hypocrites. We were raised as hypocrites. All those things that your parents said you should not do, which one did you not do? You did them all. The only difference is that you didn't do it in front of them, but you did them behind them. So what's that? Hypocrisy. So let's not raise hypocrites. Let's learn to persuade our children. Let's learn to also influence them. It does not mean that you are taking, you take stubbornness with levity. No. It doesn't mean you should take indiscipline. No, that's not what I'm saying. And that's the mistake many people feel. In fact, somebody recently said all this Oyibo teaching that you people teach about how to parent. When we were young, we were parented well. They used to hit us and see we turned out well. I know you've heard this over and over again. Did you really turn out well? If we turned out well, is that this country, the way it is now, does it look like a place where people turned out well? Our leaders, did they really turn out well? They have problems, plenty problems. So please, be very careful with what you do with these kids because you are supposed to influence them and influence them positively. Number 4, as a leader, you must always have a clear vision. Where is this family going? What's your vision for your family? Does your family know it? Oh, by any means, do you even know it? Do you have a vision? I often tell my pre-weds when people come to me, people who are looking to get married, or not even pre-weds, but when they are still singles, I tell them, never marry a man. I tell the ladies, never marry a man that has no vision. One of the first questions you should ask this man that you want to follow is, Oga, where are you going? What's your vision in life? So the family depends on you to provide vision. So a leader must have vision. Number 5, remember, I'm just summarizing. These are all things that we learned all these days. I'm just packaging it together for you guys. Right? Good. Number 5, a leader must be innovative and creative. You must be innovative. Do new things. Be creative. It's not just because this is the way in this family they do this thing, then you want to just adapt it, hook, line, and sinker. No. Be creative also. Make your home fun. My own home is fun. Some days I just create one game, we just start doing, all of us. I create one thing, we just start doing, we start singing, we just start doing something. You need to be creative. A good leader needs to be creative. Number 6, a good leader must be decisive. So don't be a wavering leader where you cannot decide whether you are going left or going right. Your children do not know whether you are telling them to jump up or to squat down. You are just everywhere. Nobody ever understands. Even your wife, that is your first child, does not ever understand where you are going. You need to be decisive. When you take a decision, as long as it's a good decision, stick by it. Some of the decisions are decisions to punish your children for wrongdoing. If your child has done something wrong and there's a punishment you've prescribed for it, please follow through so that that child will understand that he has done something wrong and understand that this is the repercussion for doing the wrong thing. And then number 7, you must have the ability to plan. You must have the ability to plan. For those of you who are here yesterday, I was telling you that the first book I wrote was titled Building Your Marriage Plan. A leader is a planner. A leader must know how to plan. A leader must plan for his family. And then you are lucky to have your wife there beside you. Well, not lucky. I don't believe in luck. You are favored to have your wife there beside you to help you to plan for your family. So a leader must plan. Don't just leave things to just be running. I go to some homes, I see some people, I encounter some people who come for counseling. I ask them 1 or 2 questions. I see that they have no plan. What they're just doing is working, paying school fees, and that's all. They have no plan, no future ambition. So you must be able to make plans. Now we are wrapping up. So after all said and done, after this whole conference, starting from the first speaker to this last speaker now, a lot has actually been said. A lot has been revealed. A lot of secrets have been shared. A lot of opportunity has been given for you to repent of the way that you have been leading your home as the father. And this is now the tail end of the entire thing. What do you now need to do? You see, if you don't immediately take action on the things you have learned so far, they will be gone with the wind. It will just be, like I said earlier, it will be as if there has been motivational speaking. And after that, that's all. It's just gone with the wind. Don't let that be your own case. You must take steps. Here are the things you must do. The first thing you must do is you must decide to change. That's the first thing, decision to change. Make that decision now that I am going to change from what I was. Whatever you were before this conference, you can be better. So the change is not only for people who are doing it wrong. Some people are doing it right, but not doing it enough, or not doing all that they could do. So you must decide to change. That's the first thing. When you decide to change, it will propel you to now take the next steps. And the next step is that you must now seek knowledge. I mean, good, wholesome knowledge. And the platform of the Inner Circle of the Intentional Parent Academy is the right place to start. The Inner Circle of the Intentional Parents Academy is an annual program where parents are delicately and intentionally taught how to raise their children wholesomely so that they can become tomorrow somebody or people that you will be proud of. There's too much happening in this world today, right now. For those of you who have registered for the Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro, I'm sure you've already started seeing some of the things being shared to you. Things that are happening in this world, that are out of this world. So you must prepare these children. And if you must prepare them, then you must have the skills. Remember at the beginning, I spoke about having skills. So you must have the skills that you need. And you only have the skills that you learn by learning. So I need every father here, if you are not yet part of the Inner Circle of the Intentional Parent Academy, please, you need to register. The information is scrolling below right now. Stop allowing your wives to be the ones to always be stepping forward for you. It's a shame to any man that your wife is the one who is pulling you to learn. No, it should be the other way around. You're the one to be encouraging your wife to learn. So register for the Inner Circle. You can register now, start registering for 2024 so that you can start learning. Because these children, the world they are being born in, they are not. It's not the world that we were born in. It's not at all. Is it this one that pornography is flying up and down the phone? And your children are handling some of these gadgets, even though that's another topic for another day. Because why are they handling gadgets at a particular age? But these things are popping up and you've not trained them. You don't even know what to say. And then your children turn out wrong. You need to start to learn. And then finally, as you are learning, you need to implement. There are some things already that have been shared in these few days that you can actually implement. So as you are learning, you need to implement. As you are implementing, you start seeing the things change. You see those fathers that came and they were giving us testimonials of things genuinely. Those are real human beings. And see how their lives have changed by following what has been said and what has been taught in the Inner Circle. So you need to begin to implement those things, and as you implement them, you will begin to see your children blossom, and your wife, who is your first child, blossom also. Thank you very much, guys. This is where I will come to an end today because I think my time is well spent. Thank you, Coach Wendy, my beautiful yellow wife, for this beautiful opportunity for all of us fathers, because I don't know about you guys, but me, I have learned. I have sat down through the sessions. I have learned tremendously. And I thank all the coaches that have come in and have given their wealth of knowledge for free. Please take advantage of it.
Amazing. Wonderful session. Thank you, the governor. That's why you're called the governor. Thank you so much. Gentle, calmly, and subtle, the message went in. This is incredible. Now, I'm so certain that everybody, you could see the capping of the entire conference come this way. And it's something that will leave you a long-lasting memory. You don't need to forget that this happened in your life. And you wouldn't want, it has been said, you could see it there, that you don't need to wait. You have to implement all you have learned, otherwise is lost. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. God bless you. God bless you. I'm sure there may be few questions. There may be questions, even maybe from other ones that people could not answer. this is going to be a very good time for you to put up the questions. But before we take these questions, we would like our speaker to have a little break. You can see he's been on and on and on and on. So, sir, you may take a little break or take a water break to, cool your temper. All right. So go ahead and put your questions in the comment box while we'll take a commercial break. So the crew, if there is any commercials, please roll it.
Everyone. My name is David Folarami. I'm the presiding director of the David Folarami Foundation, a non-governmental organization into drug abuse prevention through education, awareness, sensitization, and advocacy. I am also the executive director of the Leave Free Renewal Center, which is a drug abuse treatment center in Enugu State. What more, I'm a member of the Inner Circle at the Intentional Parents Academy. This year, our organization is proud to be one of the sponsors of the Intentional Parents Fathers Conference 2023. This conference starts on the 16th of June to the 18th of June, and the theme is Daddy, Where Are You? It's one conference I encourage every father to attend. I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So now do we have some questions? I'm seeing some questions actually, but then they are getting answered also in the comment box. Okay. Now we have a question here. It says, my wife is in the inner circle and I have seen a huge, no, that's not a question. Okay, I have seen a huge difference. That's it. That's what we're saying. Definitely, there must be a huge difference if you join the inner circle. So what you need to do, sir, Nathaniel Nelson, is to join your wife. This is I think this should be the core of our message in this Fathers Conference. Don't let your wife take the lead. Be the one to take the lead. Stand up and do what you should do. Join your wife and then take the lead as the captain. I mean, you heard it the last speaker just said this now. Okay? So another one is, please, how long is your marriage academy and how much? So the governor, would you want to give true light to this, please?
Yeah, sure. The Marriage Seal Academy has its pilot program, the Couples Conclave. And the Couples Conclave is an 11-month program. It's a renewal program. So every year you register for it. It starts in January every year and ends in November every year. It's a beautiful time. We have master classes. We have weekly tools. We have assignments we do. We have a couples retreat that happens in the Couples Conclave. It's just a beautiful place to be, to renew your marriage. And, as you are renewing it, you are learning things, and the things that you don't know, you get to know them. So it's an 11-month program. That's it. And you can send a message to 081-755-73025, and you get more information. It's called the Couples Conclave. So if you need information about the Couples Conclave, just chat Couples Conclave to that number on your screen. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You can see the number rolling is on the screen. So please make use of this and be part of these programs. You can also see the Inner Circle information on how to join. So you can book your slot now. The truth is, you can't just join that Inner Circle when you like. You must be intentional. You must be intentional to join the Inner Circle and even the conclave. So you have to book your slot. You have to do this, not just coming to crash it when you feel like. So you can see the fees on the comment box. You can see everything on the screen. Please make use of these things. And this has been an amazing session, sir. I don't see more questions. Is there any? I don't see more here from my end here. Okay, I mean, this is self-explanatory, what you shared to us, sir. It is simple to the core that You don't need to wait for someone to tell you that you are the pilot, you are the captain of your ship, which is the family, but you rise and direct the affairs of your home and be able to raise giants who can defend, the kingdom of God in this deteriorating world. So many things have gone bad. Thank you so much, sir. Would you have what could be your parting words to this amazing audience?
All right. So thank you so much. I just want to say thank you to every father that has been here. I know that some of the things have hit you very, very hard. Some of the information, some people maybe have even cried about things that has happened to you in the past, and you're just seeing now that these are some of the reasons why, when Mr. Akinrokpo was giving his own session, he gave a story about what happened to him. I just want to encourage you that you were let down by your parents does not mean you should give up. Please rise up. Okay. A mistake was made. Mistakes were made for many of us in different angles in our lives by our parents. But sometimes it was because they also didn't know better. And that is why it's so important for everybody to be part of the inner circle, so that you can know better and you don't make those kind of mistakes. You heard Mr. Akinrokpo yesterday saying that these things that my father did to me, I saw myself doing it to my own children, to my wife. So until he started unlearning and relearning, you heard him yesterday, he started unlearning and relearning. That was when he was able to now get himself back. And it's a process. So I want to encourage everybody, please seek knowledge. I'm a marriage counselor, but I tell you, I attend marriage courses by other counselors. I attend marriage seminars. Any book I see on marriage, even when I travel anywhere in the world, I see a book on marriage. If you see my library, I have books that I've not even read. But once I see a book on marriage, I buy it first, and I'm reading them one after the other. Please seek knowledge. Please. That is the only differentiation, especially in this world. So congratulations to every father here. And please take the steps, make the move, start registering for 2024 because there's a cutoff of the number of people that can be taken. Register for 2024 Inner Circle program, and you will find out that there is so much to learn. Thank you so much, our moderator. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kunle. Thank you. God bless you too. All right. So we draw the curtain here. You've got the whole message. This is an awareness, but we have to go and put it into practice. Please don't get caught up after this. Make sure you plug in. The Bible says something about, counsel. So the wise people seek counsel. So stay where people who have this knowledge are. So joining the inner circle, the conclave, this is very key to make sure that this knowledge don't go away from you. They say we also know that iron sharpened iron. So this is beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Kunle. Thank you, TIP. Thank you, our own coach Wendy, the convener of this program. We are grateful that you allowed yourself to be the perfect instrument for God to use to bless all of us. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Please, let's do something on the chat. Let's do something. Show some love. Let's chat there. I need you to be clapping. May God be glorified for this wonderful and noble program that has brought life to many homes. God bless you. And we thank you, all the team, all the TIP team. And finally, we thank you, the wonderful audience, all the fathers out there who have been following from day one till this day. You are all amazing. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity that I was given to be your host. And here we end the program. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Good night and bye, everyone. Yeah.
Hello, good morning. I'm Mr. Sylvester Ogaji, husband to Ogaji Akinlade Uluwagbemisola Juliana. I joined the Inner Circle last year, November, and it's something I cannot explain. It's a bombshell of miracle exploding in an onion form. The Inner Circle has really taught I and my wife how to understand our children better. we can now tell the personality of each and every member of our family. As I'm telling you, I have 6 kids. Honestly, it is wonderful. If you come to my house, you don't want to go. You always want to be around my children because they've learned etiquette, they've learned courtesy, they've learned how to talk to people. They have learned how to address issues. They have learned how to understand us, how to appreciate us. And we, on the other hand, as parents, have understood that parenting is about us. The children are there for us, not we for them. They are there because we have learned to understand that parenting is about us, the father and the mother. And honestly, I want to say thank you to Coach Wendy. The investment into Inner Circle can never be quantified. What we are getting from the program is far, far, far above what we paid for that program. In fact, it's not even, like, I can't even say we paid anything. Thank you, Coach Wendy. And to you parents, I'm advising you, please come join the Inner Circle. Come become a member of this Inner Circle, this program, and you will never regret it. Thank you all for listening. God bless you.
Hello, my name is Chid Nehemiah, an Inner Circle parent. One of the best things that happened to me in life is my getting involved in TIP. My wife first told me about TIP and the Inner Circle after a friend of hers invited her to join TIP on Facebook. Initially, I wasn't interested, but when I heard our life transforming coach Wendy say in one of her videos that one could be an advantage or a disadvantage to their children, especially by their parenting style, I said, wow, let me be part of this before my children will begin to wish that another man were to be their father. My journey in the Inner Circle so far. Well, if I quit the Inner Circle now, I can confidently say that I've gathered a lot to be an advantage to my family. But the truth is that there is no quitting because the Inner Circle has acted as an accountability community to me. Secondly, when you think you have learnt enough, coach and the entire TIP team will sweep you off your feet with the next dimension of knowledge they have to deliver. I don't know how they do that, but it has always been magical. Coach has touched various aspects of my life. There were things I didn't value before, but now I see them as avenue to build a bonding relationship with family members and people around me. One of such is birthday celebrations. I don't regard them before, but now, I don't joke with them. Things I've learned in the Inner Circle. Well, there are so many, but first, you cannot correct a child effectively until you connect to that child. I learned in TIP that when punishment is aimed at shaming and inflicting injury, you are just destroying that child's self-esteem. I've also learned that I am responsible for my emotions. What do I have for fathers out there? Well, Proverbs chapter 1 verse 8 says, "My son, hear thy father's instruction." That scripture gives strategic instructions for the child that would succeed in life. My question here is this: what becomes of a child whose father has no instruction to offer? Join the Inner Circle today and become better equipped to instruct your child. Thank you.
My name is Joseph Sewanu Ajo. I'm a Lagos Yada. My wife and I joined cohorts 2023 after listening to Tuesday webinars and few lessons on Facebook. Soon as we joined, the lessons I learned is that parenting is first about me. Again, Intentional parents are thinking parents. Therefore, I must be creative. In addition, I have learned to connect to correct. Honor as a skill, the discipline that works, and that discipline is not punishment. Gone through emotional intelligence course, yelling to calm, safety, and so on. The Intentional Parent Academy is a place for fathers because every child is looking up to a father as a model to follow or imitate. Sincerely, fathers, you need this training more. Fathers, your families need you. Fathers, join TIP Academy. Let's save the world. I hope to see you and learn with you in the next cohort. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Justin Guyenga and I'm a proud member of the TIP Academy. How did I join the TIP Academy? Well, I was introduced to my wife, my lovely wife, that was 2 years ago. I had my doubts, I had my reservations, I had my concerns. Who learns how to parent? Yeah. So I joined, I gave it a trial, and it has been an amazing journey. Since I joined, I am more intentional about parenting. I am more purpose-driven in the way I parent my kids. I have the better skills I need to parent them. Every father out there needs to understand that parenting is not for the mothers alone. Every daddy has a responsibility to play in parenting your child, regardless of how busy you are. I'm very busy, but TIP Academy helped me to prioritize my time for my children, and it has helped a lot. I really wish every one of us out there, fathers, can be a family in the TIP Academy. God bless you.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Engineer Benson Adiola David, the Audacity Movement. How do I get to join the Inner Circle program? I joined through Sense Educate Your Child promo that I saw last year, and while I joined the session, I was impressed and I said I need to join, and I saw some video reel about Inner Circle. I got curious and I joined, and also I volunteered then as an techie volunteer to assist on major things, and I joined the Inner Circle. And my journey to Inner Circle has been so instructive, productive. Like in my form that I feel, I said I've come to learn, unlearn, and relearn, and I've learned a lot. And since I've learned so far, bonding, creating time. I have a very tight schedule, but and one of the phrase, parenting, parenting is not for liver-hearted person. Parenting is a real work. I have time to parent my children. And also one of the major things that I personally have been doing before joining Circle is that I'm the one in charge of my children's school runs, in charge of their manuals, assignments. I check it out myself. I check out their open day myself. I make myself available. Reemphasizing those thoughts from Inner Circle and make it much more eye-opener to me. And I started something about the Audacity Movement, reaching out to the fathers too, to make sure that beyond the money we are paying for the school fee, we should be committed to their performance. We should be committed to their emotional well-being. And one of my phrases is #EBA, emotional bank account. And love language for our children that we did make me understand it much more better, and some of the webinar. So I'm encouraging every father, if you are not yet in Inner Circle, or you have not yet gotten the funds, you can go back to go and check out those webinars by Coach Wendy every Tuesday live, and every other resources that she has spoken about. It's an eye-opener. You will love it, and your life will take a turn for it. Your children are your first message. Yes, the first message. So you must take time. Despite us looking out for money, our children's life is much more important. And the God that is providing for us will also giving us the great grace to manage His children. And you know what the Bible said, our children are taught of the Lord, and great is their peace. Thank you, Coach Wendy, Mama Cathedral. I appreciate you for this opportunity. Thank you, and God bless you. I remember myself, Engineer Benson Adiola David, the Audacity Movement.
Good morning, all. My name is Ayodeji, and I'm happy to participate in year 2023 TIP Fathers Conference. I got to know about the inner circle through my wife, even though I've been an observer for quite some time. But this year, I finally joined the inner circle. The journey into the inner circle has been so awesome, so educative, and I've come to learn and unlearn so many things. The truth is that you cannot be using 19th century method to parent in this 21st century generation. It's just like using an old syllabus, and you can't use an old syllabus. It won't be the same. And so I want to encourage other fathers to join the inner circle, and as you join, you will see the difference and learn how to parent well in this present generation. I want to encourage you to also have fun in this year TIP conference. Thank you all, and God bless you. See you at the TIP Inner Circle.
Hello, my name is Dr. Edu Imiodokure, and I've been part of the Inner Circle for roughly about 2 years, and I can't overemphasize how wonderful the journey has been for me. It's made me really look into being a father as a wonderful thing, and know that I can do this with the help of resources available to me. I'm able to learn a lot about myself and how to raise children without trying to beat them or yell at them. I've learned to be able to have conversations with my children and still teach them the right things and let them grow properly and learn the right model and morals. It's been a lovely journey. I cannot lie, and I've really enjoyed every bit of it. I've really been able to embrace myself, my inner self, and know that I can do this. Thank you very much.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Sunday. I heard about the inner circle in August 2022. Actually, I have always followed the Lakule Shorio. So when he posted about the conference, I think on his timeline or so I decided to listen. And during the conference, I heard a lot of things, and of course, I heard about the inner circle. So I decided that I'm going to join. So that's how I got to know about the inner circle for the first time. So when I joined the inner circle, it has been a journey of unlearning and relearning. A lot of things that we've always known about parenting is very awkward. It's been so awkward, and I had always wanted to learn about parenting. I always tell my wife that we've never been parents before, so we need to learn about parenting. So when I joined the inner circle, I didn't even tell her. When I got to tell her, that was in December, she was very mad. Why would you go and spend money for parenting when we have needs for money? Well, I kept quiet. But the first thing I did was to stop screening in my house. Yes, I had to do that. Even though I miss watching television, I love wrestling a lot. I had to stop subscribing to DSTV. And then I had learned how to speak calmly to my children. I stopped beating as well. And I buy more books than I used to buy. Yeah, I was buying books, but now I buy more. And of course, I don't just buy, I make out time to read with my children because I still have toddlers. And then I speak calmly to them when they do the wrong things, and I'm firm about it. They know when I'm serious. The inner circle has really changed a lot of mindsets I have about parenting, and I'm so happy. I'm relaxed. I want to invite every father, if you're not yet in the inner circle, you're missing something huge. The inner circle is peace when it comes to parenting. The inner circle is where it all happens. Every aspect of parenting is covered in the inner circle. So I look forward to seeing many fathers join the inner circle so that parenting our children be a thing of delight. Thank you very much.
Hello, amazing and incredible TEEP Fathers Conference 2023 attendees. This is Coach Chindem, a life relationship and performance coach. I'm the founder of Married Life Management Limited and Limitless Life Pro Academy, all based in the UK. I'm excited to urge every one of you that are here today that have not registered for the Inner Circle program not to hesitate to do so. Prior to joining the Inner Circle program, I had no idea the amount of impact, the profound change, and the mindset shift that we experience. I'm a lover of personal development and someone that pursue every form of growth to challenge myself to a whole new level. But can I say that Inner Circle program is a whole new ball game? Because Coach Wendy's ability to strategies and ways of parenting will make you to rethink how you do things, the way you connect, the way you engage, the way you lead, the level of authenticity you bring into your home will shift drastically when you get involved in the Inner Circle program. Testimonials are unparalleled, invaluable insight. The community of people are another thing that will push you to a whole new level. So I want to say that joining the Inner Circle program has changed me and will change you. And if you doubt it, why don't you give it a try? So do not allow this moment to pass you by. Register for the Inner Circle program. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Sam Obafemi. I'm the Chief Executive of SECA Africa. SECA Africa is a proud sponsor of the TIP Fathers Conference convened by the Intentional Parent Community. At SECA Africa, we are concerned about communities, activating communities, supporting communities to build economic power for members of these communities. We are concerned about mobilization, ecosystems, marketing, strategy for business, and business process engineering. So at SECA Africa, we support the TIP Fathers Conference because we know this community can grow economic power for everyone in this community. Welcome to SECA Africa. Please follow us on all social media platforms at MySECA Africa or visit our website, secaafrica.com. Thank you.
Hello, dear fathers. My name is Auntie Etima Ome. I'm the Queen Mother of the Girls Hub, and we are one of the official sponsors of the Fathers Conference 2023. The Girls Hub is an online mentoring platform for girls ages 7 to 19. We have 3 different classes, and at the Girls Hub, our main role and focus is to ensure that we raise girls that are confident. We support and we challenge them to be more. We are changing the mindset that girls are just meant to show off their beauty and their bodies. We are challenging our girls to become more, to be on the world stages, and to make impact. The meaning of a girl in the Girls Hub is godly, impactful, royal, and a leader. That's what we've been doing since the year began. And so far, so good. We have testimonies of all the great things our girls are doing. We welcome you to join us because we run the program all year round. Etima Ume is my name on all the platforms. See you there, daddies, and congratulations as you celebrate your conference this year.
My name is Dr. Lola Akewu. I'm a medical professional and an autism professional. I'm the founder of Autism Renewed, which is an online consulting practice where I coach and support parents of children with speech delay and autism on how to move their children from little or no words to language explosion. So I do this via different ways. I do one-on-one consultations, I have coaching programs, I have books and resources, and I also speak on different platforms to educate parents. I believe in putting the power in the hands of the parents because an empowered and informed parent becomes a parenting advantage in helping their children navigate speech delay and other developmental challenges in order for the children to thrive and triumph. I'm happy to be one of the sponsors of the TIP Fathers Conference 2023, and I want to commend the TIP team for an amazing job they've done in putting this conference together and also helping to empower and educate parents globally. Thank you.
The TIP Fathers Conference is here and I am super excited. I feel privileged to be a sponsor of this one-of-a-kind conference. As the matron of the Mastermind Circle with Kamsi, a peer mentorship and accountability group, where I partner with my teenage son to help him and other children between the ages of 6 and 14 begin their journey of self-direction, consolidation, leadership, academic excellence, and honing their skills and turning their hobbies into profitable and productive endeavors. I cannot tell you how excited I am about the role that parents play in the lives of their children and how parents or fathers being involved make all that we do a lot easier. So yes, I'm excited and I can't say thank you enough to Coach Wendy for putting this together. Thank you. Welcome to TIP Fathers Conference 2023.
Hello, my name is Kunle Ologe, marriage counselor and founder of the Marriage Seal Academy, and we are proud sponsors of the TIP Fathers Conference 2023. And I'm glad that you are all here joining me in this lovely conference. This conference has held for many years, and this year will be greater. At the Marriage Seal Academy, we are a marriage coaching and counseling outfit. We help couples and eligible couples to have good marriages, to restore their lost relationships, to build something enviable, a family empire that can be relied on for life. So join us at the Marriage Seal Academy for our various programs ranging from our premarital counseling, couples counseling, and the couples conclave. From January to November every year, we come together in the couples conclave, learning, teaching, changing, growing. And we hope that you'll also join us in the couples conclave 2024, and your marriage will be better for it. Welcome to the Fathers Conference 2023.
Hi, my name is Chidozie and I am the founder of Teen Success Academy. Today we are grateful, we are proud to be official partners and sponsors of the TIP Fathers Conference 2023. So this Fathers Conference has become an event that embodies the essence of nurturing relationships, the essence of fostering personal growth and championing the bond between fathers and their children, which is one of the things that we stand for at Teen Success Academy. So we are on a mission to empower teenagers to unlock their full potential. We are on a mission to empower teenagers to pave their path to success. And we understand the critical role that fathers play in shaping the lives of young people. And so we are dedicated to providing all the resources and support necessary for facilitating these connections. Our academy offers a comprehensive range of programs tailored specifically for teens and young people. So we do this through mentorship, workshops, a range of educational resources. Our aim is to equip these young minds with essential skills, with character development, emotional skills, and spiritual skills necessary for their growth. Our aim is to raise young people that thrive. And so we do this, we want to create an environment where teenagers feel empowered to dream big dreams, to set big goals, and to navigate the challenges that come on their way to adulthood. Feel free to connect with us through all of our social channels. It is Teen Success Academy NG on Facebook and Instagram. And you can, of course, log on to our website, www.teensuccessacademy.com.ng, www.teensuccessacademy.com.ng. So thank you, Coach Wendy. Thank you to all the team at TIP. It is our prayer that the TIP Fathers Conference continues to be a catalyst for positive change in the lives of countless teenagers and their fathers. Together, we'll continue to make a difference. Thank you.
Hi, I am Ebuka Ede, the Executive Director, Boys Leadership Academy, and the convener, Save the Boys Initiative. Boys Leadership Academy is a proud sponsor of the TIP Fathers Conference convened by the Intentional Parents Academy under the leadership of Wendy Ologe. At the Boys Leadership Academy, we mentor, equip, and empower boys to live productive and positive life. We are passionate about the holistic development of boys and see to their total well-being. And that's why we have programs that have been packaged to help your boys in this regard, like the Virtual Academy for 5 to 7 years, 8 to 19 years, and our various physical boot camps that hold across cities in Nigeria and even beyond. We also have our mentoring club for boys and accountability group that help boys position them to become the kind of men they've been designed to be. We also have great resources that will help your boys on this journey, like the Journey into Manhood, Puberty in Boys, Compendium for Boys, and Body Safety for Younger Boys. You can follow us on all our social media handles at Boys Leadership Academy or Ebuka_Boys Coach on Instagram. We look forward to connecting with you as we work together to raise your boy to be that man that will make you proud and also make the society proud. Do have a great time at the TIP Fathers Conference.